The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action, we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterback.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's an 89-yard kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, they're deep.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he gets in. When no one was expecting a fake there, but they add two more onto their lead.
All right, we're talking new football here. We're talking new models, new paradigms, new ways of looking at things. They score, line up for the PAT, fake it, and go up 8-0. I'm kind of at a loss here because if I'm going to go for two, I'm going to ask him to put the ball in the 2-yard line and bring my offense out.
Exactly. Opening drive of the game, faking it is bold enough from the 15. That's quite another thing.
I know a lot of people fall back on analytics, but still, I think that person would tell you, put your offense in and go from the 2, not from the 15.
Still got it, though.
Yes, they did. Give them credit.
Sit down. 180. He's coming. Hey, tight down. There you go. Slip.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 52 yards. Steps away to his left. Touchdown, Bears. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that.
And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he's into the end zone for 2, so the fake works. And as a result, this game is tied. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
And some room to work. And there he goes again. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. It's an 89-yard kick return. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Again, help me, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the...
And look at this. It's a fake. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline.
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They begin with a run by Davis. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Earl Thomas has the speed, quickness, and skills to be a cornerback in the NFL, and I think he would have been a good one. But playing in the middle of this field as a free safety, I think he's the best eraser in the NFL. Takes care of any mistakes that happen in front of him. And hardly ever lets anything get over his head.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. After the penalty, it's Davis. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
They go play action. Trubisky being chased out left. Now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll have it just 5 yards away from pay dirt here, 1st and goal.
But that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Flush to his right. They still can't get it. Trying to improvise. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is up. Getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Cyrus Jones back to return for the Ravens. This is taken around the 12. Oh, he's going to take this out of the back of the end zone. And that's going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established. Now Trubisky lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
We got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And the return will actually lose 11 yards, but they get the interception. They have the football. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. To try again after the sack. Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. Touchdown, Ravens.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
Here we go.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just keeping the play alive. And now he'll tuck it and run. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Here's Jackson, dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now Trubisky to throw. Steps away to his left. Open man is Trey Burton. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now Trubisky being chased out left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
There's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson forced out to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. It's a foot race. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. 87 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. This offense, and the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action with Trubisky. Steps away. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Throwing is Jackson. Dancing to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
That's me.
So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey.
There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown. Put this one out of reach. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try to get the run game going. Here's Davis. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On the move to his left. Gonna let one. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. An 18-yard touchdown. Touchdown run. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Trubisky, flushed out right. And now here's another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah.
And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. That sack by Khalil Mack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. The quick feet by Jackson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
58, the money. Let's go, D.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And shedding the tackle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. 36 yards on the play. Now Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Here's Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky being chased out left. It's caught by Davis. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Roquan Smith getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, now he'll pull it down. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his... Guys will take over at the 25-yard line. It gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Here's Trubisky, flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. 36 yards on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Buying time to his left. He's got Burton here. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.